I want to show you how to use widgets and links. Now, right here, we have 3 pages that we captured, and from these pages, a lot of different objects were extracted. Let's just look at one of them. Let's look at email addresses. So these are the 3 email addresses that we've seen on these 3 pages. Let's take this one here at the bottom. When we click on it, it obviously shows us in the text where it was seen. If you want to make sure, you could just click on there, and there's the email address. Okay, so when we double click on this, you'll see that a panel comes out here from the side, right? We can make notes and whatever. But what we're interested in is these 2 sections. The first is widgets. These are collapsible. The second is links. So these links are actually exactly just links. They go off to other sites, and they take the value that you clicked on with it. What I mean is, if I click on Google, it does a Google search for that email address. And if I click on, let's say, this EPOS Gmail tool, it will populate the email address for this EPOS Gmail tool. The second thing we want to look at is widgets. The best way is to show you. So let's say we clear filters, we go to, not hashtags, we go to IP addresses. There's an IP address that we saw on this page. If I double click on it and I go to widgets, you'll see here Shodan, for instance, and I click on that, and it actually gives me all the output of Shodan. Or I can click on RobText to get that output. I can click on census. All of these things are over here. This is also a link. So, sometimes it might be a direct link from that output of the widget. So there you see the output of that. And I can do things like I can tag it, and then the output of the widget would appear in the reports. Of course, the different widgets only run on certain types of objects. So if I go to email address, for instance, I go to this email address, you'll see that there are other widgets available that run on this email address here. To configure the API key that is being sent to the actual, you can see there's lots of stuff coming back from here. To configure the API key that is used for the call, because obviously you need an API key. It doesn't ship with a lot of built-in API keys. That would be a disaster. There's 2 ways you can do it. You can either click here on settings and go to widgets, and then you can search for whatever it is. So let's say Shodan. There we go. And then you enter your API key over there. Hopefully I'm going to blur this in the video so that you don't get my API key. The other way you can do it is actually from the tool. So if let's say we go to phone numbers, double click on this, and we want to set the key for, I don't know, let's say HLR lookup. You can click on this little cog over there, and it will open up that particular section in the widget setting. Okay, the last thing I want to quickly show you is that you can actually change the value before you send it. So in this case, we didn't get the country code from this page. You can actually see here the page doesn't contain the country code. So if I was to run everyone API like this, it says an invalid country calling code because there is no calling code there. But this is a text field, so there's the ability to actually put it in yourself. So we know South Africa is +27. So if I run this with +27 at the beginning, then I do get results. So this is how to work with widgets and links within Vortimo, and I personally think it's one of the most useful features of the tool.